Top 15 spooky places in Pakistan that will give you chills. (15) Lake Saif al-Muluk. Starting off with a not-so-scary story, like Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony, and Tristan and Isolde, Lake Saif al-Muluk has witnessed similar fate of lovers. According to myth, a prince from Persia, named Prince Saif al-Muluk, saw fairy princess Budri Jamala in his dream and he fell in love with her. He searched for her everywhere and eventually found the princess in Pakistan with the help of an old man. The prince and princess irrevocably fell in love with each other. However, for some odd reason, the princess was vowed to a demon. When the demon got to know about the romantic tale of the prince and princess, like a true villain, he butchered both of them. It is believed that even now, the mountain pixies visit the lake to grieve the deplorable end of the pose. It is experienced that for unknown reasons, cell phones and lights stop functioning near the lake. 14. Chattel Gandor, Balochistan. There is no being who wouldn't be in awe of the desert spring. However, as it is said, all that glitters is not gold. Similarly, Chattel Gandor hides a mystery behind the facade of its awe-inspiring beauty. Located in Jalmagsi, Balochistan, the place houses 2-foot-long fish that are thousands in number. Despite their huge quantity and popularity, no one dares to catch, eat or even harm them, no matter how tempting it appears to be. The fishes are said to assault any individual who tries to catch them. It is even believed that if someone by chance eats the fish, the person dies but the fish comes out alive from the body of that individual. On the other hand, if someone wants to swim in the water without disturbing the fish, they don't harm them at all. Now who would like to show off some fishing skills here? 13. Shireen Cinema, Karachi. We have enough silver screens for people, but none for the phantoms. However, Shireen Cinema in Karachi is an exception. It is known to be the favorite relaxation spot for the ghosts and their families. The cinema's doors were closed on the audience when weird things started happening in the cinema. People assert that they have seen shadows on the walls and front rows. Clamors coming from within the cinema at night and sounds of someone singing the songs are common. One can also hear the sound of water dripping from the tap. It all happens even when there is no physical being present in the cinema. Come to Shireen Cinema to experience the Blair Witch Project in real life. 12. Calibur Dam, Punjab. Calibur Dam is located on the River Indus, near Mayanwali district, Punjab. Unlike many dams, this one is popular due to several reasons. One of the reasons is that it is said the spirit of a short and scruffy lady lingers over the Calibur Dam. On the off chance that she discovers anybody gazing at her, she assaults the specific person. This particular lady is neither scared by the light of the day nor by the dark of the night. She can be found at any time. It is strictly advised to the travelers to keep their eyes focused on the road if they love their lives. So folks, don't look here and there and concentrate on the road. Who knows when you may get assaulted. 11. Mohatta Palace, Karachi. Mohatta Palace is noted for its exquisite construction and for some otherworldly reasons too. Built in Karachi during 1927 as the summer residence for a British Raj businessman, the palace has been turned into a museum. It is known among the people that things are moved here and there and completely rearranged, in spite of the guards and caretakers claiming that they never touched anything. At times, people have seen pieces of glass floating through the air. It certainly reminds me of Hogwarts, nostalgic. People in the vicinity also bear witness to lights moving around on their own. Some guards even claim that they hear voices partying in the palace. However, nothing is ever found if they go in. Why do ghosts like to party alone? I am sure together we can rock the party even more. 10. Shamshanghat, Hyderabad. All the cemeteries are scary, but Shamshanghat, located in Hyderabad, is 250 years old and the spookiest cemetery I have heard of. According to legends, this place is home to those souls that hang between heaven and earth. As the name suggests, Hindus carry out their funeral customs here, which includes the burning of dead bodies. Many individuals have mentioned the kids can be seen and heard playing at the Shamshanghat from nightfall till daybreak. Unlike other kids, they make weird noises and they vanish just before the dawn. Guards of the cemetery claim that nobody has ever seen the kids using doors to enter or leave the cemetery. It means they disappear in the same way they appear, that is, from nowhere. Feeling goosebumps, eh? 9. Chowkhandi Graveyard, Karachi. Situated close to the National Highway Karachi, Chowkhandi Graveyard is a 600-year-old burial ground of lords and rulers of that time. In spite of having an antiquated atmosphere, nobody dares to visit the territory after dusk. Paranormal activities in this graveyard are common. It is said that phantoms have been seen and screams have been heard. Besides, the graves get warm after the sun sets. Despite its beauty and attraction, no one can stay there beyond sunset. The place is supposed to be haunted even now because black magic was performed using the head of a goat. Another myth associated with the Chowkhandi Graveyard is that if someone throws a stone towards the graveyard, they get a good share of scolding, as if their parents wouldn't do a good enough job. I'm warning you, don't mess around this graveyard, at least not after dusk, writes with trembling hands. 8. Damia Road, Bride of Karsaz, Karachi. The myth of Bride of Karsaz is a famous one. It is said that a recently wedded couple was going to their home through the Damia Road. Supposedly, the groom fell asleep at the wheel and their car had a terrible accident on this road, resulting in the death of the couple. From that point forward, a lady in red shows up as a bride, out and about during the evening. Travelers have confronted strange happenings on their way to Damia Road. Some individuals claim to have seen her face to face as she comes up to help them if their vehicle stops due to unknown reasons. It is instructed not to take this road when you are traveling on your own. 7. Hawke's Bay Haunted House, Karachi. No house ever comes with a guarantee of being rented. At least this can be said on account of one of the houses at the Hawke's Bay. Though situated at the ideal location near a seashore, the hut has an undesirable destiny. It is not known what exactly happens, but something creepy surely happens here. According to legend, on the nights of a full moon, weddings of jinnats are performed here. Weddings are considered to be sacred, therefore the jinnats don't acknowledge undesirable visitors. Hence, the house never gets rented. If someone is courageous enough, or stupid enough even after knowing everything that goes on here, to rent it out, they can barely spend a solitary night here. Where are all the dead evils now? We need some first-hand experiences. 6. The Sheikh Fort, Sheikh Habura. The Sheikh Habura Fort, constructed in the Mughal era, is in awful shape now. Once, it was a place where queens used to live lavishly. Though, the remains of the fort still depict the grandeur of that era. Yet, no one dares to restore it despite its deplorable condition. It is said that the queens used to wait for the kings in this fort during war times. This fort was considered a safe place, therefore, the queens were ordered not to leave it. However, as the kings lost the battle, the fort along with queens was taken over. Despite being promised by the new ruler that he would send the queens to a better place, they were never allowed to leave the fort. It is assumed that souls of those queens still live here and never left the fort, which is one of the main reasons why the building remains in ruins all these years later. 5. DHA Phase 3, Z Block, Lahore. Just like Karachi, Lahore also has some famous haunted houses, and that too in posh areas of the city. It is not even a myth that one of the houses in Z Block, DHA is mysterious. A number of people have shared their personal experiences stating that they actually felt the presence of supernatural beings. It is also a fact that numerous expulsions have been executed, yet all went futile. This is the main reason for the low cost of this house. Despite being low on rent, this house is ill-fated in terms of having residents for longer period of time, as no one stays there for long. Trust me, even I try to avoid this road and home whenever I am traveling on my own. Well, now we have a good idea to decrease the realty rates. 4. House number 39K, Karachi. Stories about lady in white attire pacing around houses and boulevards are nothing new. We have heard such stories and watched similar scenes in the movies as well. However, if you really need to experience these stories, house number 39K, block 6 at PCHS is the place for you to stop over. While passing by this house at night, one can see the lights turned on. The ones who are tempted enough to look closely at the house share their experiences of seeing a pale lady in white at night, strolling around in the house and vanishing before 3 a.m. People even say that this lady was kidnapped and buried after being raped. Can someone please turn on the lights? Because this is getting scarier. 3. Lanarood Colony, Abbottabad. According to an individual's encounter in the remarks segment of a Zamin.com blog, a family built a house to perfection in the Lanarood Colony, Abbottabad. The house was so much on point that every brick of the second floor's balcony had the owner's name carved. As the family moved into this new house from the old one, the following day their son of age 23 was discovered dead in the second floor's washroom. As this incident scared the owner, he sold this house to someone else who turned it into a hostel. From that point forward, it has been transferred to numerous people, but no one could live there for an extended period of time due to peculiar and dreadful events taking place. P.S. As the picture of Lanarood Colony is not available, therefore we have taken the screenshot of the comment. 2. Sherry Rogan, Bila, Balochistan. Sherry Rogan is a 2 to 3 kilometers long cave city. It is also known as the City of Caves or City of Jinns. These caves are actually multi-story houses that are internally connected with walkways. Most of these houses have separate rooms and a number of them even have balconies. Some people call this place a house for phantoms, whereas others associate it with the legend of Prince Saif al-Muluk and Princess Budrijamala. As per the legend, Princess Budrijamala was possessed by the demons. Regardless of a number of attempts, no one could rescue her. However, during the time of King Solomon, Prince Saif al-Muluk rescued her. The place is still haunted by those demons and they don't like intruders. It is said that careless visitors are usually attacked by the demons. I want to visit this place. Is anyone willing to accompany me? 1. Chilton Mountain, Balochistan. Situated in the province of Balochistan, there is a spooky mountain called Chilton Mountain. The word signifies 40 bodies. As indicated by mythologies, a couple who had no kids lived in the surroundings of this mountain. In spite of trying all the natural ways, they still didn't have any child. Disappointed by Mother Nature, they started using unnatural ways. Favored with 40 infants, the couple couldn't figure out how to nourish them. Hence, they chose to abandon the kids on the mountain. However, when the mother returned the following day, the babies had vanished. Since then, the summit is assumed to be occupied by the souls of those newborns. Individuals claim to have heard sounds of crying infants during the evenings. It is further said that any individual who visits the Chilton Mountain never makes it back. Attention all the mountaineers. Chilton Mountain is calling you all out.